And a really nice little dinking rally to start off this match. We'll see if there's a lot of soft play or if there's a lot of speed ups. These are like 4 or 5 level players, so it should be a really great match. And a nice dink to the backhand side. Had some good pace on it from Mr. Hunter Boyd. And a great start. It's 3-0. Wow. We watched Ian hit a lot of really good forehand drives in his singles match. And we'll see if he likes to drive those forehands again in doubles. But NC State gets a side out, down 3-0. Some great hands from Luke Moretz, who's all over that. Perfect drop. Yeah, and that was really set up by a nice dink from Daniel going middle there. He got the pop-up ball, and his partner, Luke, was ready to pop that with a punch. Two, 3-2. And it looks like Daniel Johnson really likes to go cross-court in the corner with his forehand drops. It's a great spot to try and go to. And it seems like the strategy here early from Hunter and Ian on the North Carolina Tar Heel side is to play it soft to Daniel Johnson's backhand side. Yeah, and you can see on these this early part of this game how good Luke Moretz's backhand is at the net. And I think Luke and Daniel are kind of discussing what they want to keep doing. I think they might have figured something out. Some really patient play from Luke Moretz and Daniel Johnson on the NC State side. Three, 4-2.
Foul.
Wow, some really strong play. A great speed up from Ian. He was looking to attack that ball all the way. Yeah, there it is again from Daniel Johnson. 4-4-1. A really good counter from Ian Hutter. Anticipated that attack very nicely, and he was ready to counter. You have to counter those. Again, Daniel Johnson just ready with the backhand punch at the net. You can see how pickleball is really like a chess match. You know, a lot of these points, Daniel Johnson on the NC State side is dropping the ball cross court. And a lot of these balls are going to Hunter Boyd's backhand side, and he's just dinking it soft back to Daniel, and they get in this neutral dinking rally from the backhand side. And who's going to be the better dinker? Who's going to pop it up? And Daniel kind of running around his backhand dink on that point. I think he's got to try and stay in there from his backhand side and dink that back cross court. And he forces the error there. 4-6-2. Yeah, and that's why on your return sometimes you don't want to hit kind of a high bouncing return to someone's forehand, especially when they have a really good forehand drive like Hunter Boyd showed there. And it sets up your partner if they have a good third forehand drive to shake and bake like that. And Ian Hunter was there to crash and earned another point for his team. Seven, 6-2. A really good run from North Carolina there. They were driving every third, and it worked out quite well for them. They have a nice lead. It's 6-9. And a nice put away from Daniel Johnson. You know, we've seen kind of a change in pickleball. A lot of players are starting to drive the third, a lot less drops on the third shot. And people are dropping the fifth.
Go.
8-9-1.
No.
Here we go.
9-9-1.
I think Hunter and Ian need to switch.
Oh, yeah.
I would probably go back to what was working for them and put Ian on the right and Hunter on the left, but we'll see what they decide to do the rest of this match. And 11-9.
From the world's most iconic tennis arenas to the glint of an Olympic gold medal, a new court beckons, a new challenge arises. Jack Sock has conquered tennis. Now, pickleball's next. Mastery, precision, passion, that's what champions are made of. And when it comes to pickleball, there's only one company they turn to. Jack Sock's legacy continues with the #1 brand in pickleball. Selkirk Sport. We are pickleball.
And he wants to try and get in those soft dinking rallies with Daniel Johnson. All right, and I'm joined by Grant from NC State. He is the interim pickleball club president
Yes,
at
sir.
NC State. Great to welcome you to the stream, Grant.
Thank you. Thank you to the PPA for having us here. We're really excited to be here.
0-1-1. Second serve. 0-1-2.
How much pickleball do these guys play on your team? You guys playing all the time?
Yeah, we got prizes 4 days a week. Get everybody coming on out, having a ton of fun. Play for about 2 hours. Get a nice little rotation. We got a little bit of good amount of people playing, you know, just casual. And then we have people that want to play more competitively. Come out with tournaments with Duper and everything. It's been a ton of
Huge
fun being able to
forehand.
get more competitive of play.
Yeah, these are 4 or 5 level players, so really strong. Probably play a lot of tournaments. You know, we'll see them on the PPA tour a lot this year. And Hunter going really wide with that backhand dink to Daniel, kind of like he was strategizing, but Daniel thought he could go around the post. I don't know that it was there.
Second serve. 4-0-2. Right out. 0-4-1. Point. One, 4-1. Second serve. 1-4-2.
Great speed up by Daniel, picking his shots beautifully.
2-4-2.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
Three, 4-2.
Wow. What a ball. He's looking to attack that one. Great shot.
4-4-2.
Perfect placement. How many courts do you guys have in NC State? You have permanent pickleball courts on campus?
We're hoping to get some permanent ones in the future. Right now, we're on the tennis courts at our campus gym. Got some little lines on there, throw on temporary nets. It may not be great, but it allows us to have large events. We have our Red and White Pickleball Open that we host each semester. That's our large fundraising event. We have that coming up in a couple weeks from April 19th to April 21st. Helps us raise money to go to tournaments like the Duper Nationals, Duper Collegiate Regionals, as well as buy equipment, things of that sort, and really helps fund the club and make it help it grow each year.
Point. Seven, 4-1.
It is 7-4-1 for North Carolina. They're trying to force a third game.
Second serve.
So your team is facing off against North Carolina. Do you guys all know each other kind of in the area? Do you play pickleball against each other?
Yeah, it's been one of the great things. North Carolina is definitely one of the bigger clubs on the collegiate scene for pickleball. We've been able to play them quite regularly. We'll see them all the time at Duper events, as well as being able to host. Oftentimes we'll have a match social sort of event each semester. ton of fun playing them. Great people on that team. They're just a ton of fun to play with and see at these events.
Wow. Wow. Probably the best point of the match so far. Some really good hands from these 4 players.
All stands. Point.
And Hunter thought that ball might have been in. Referee said call stands.
5-7-1.
So it is 5-7-1.
Second serve. 5-7-2.
Server fault, so 5-7.
Oh my God! Hey, good eyes, Daniel.
6-7-2. Point.
Okay, you definitely did. Yeah.
7-7-2. Side out. 7-7-1.
Tie ball game 7-7-1.
Point.
Yeah, I like how he's looking to drive that third there. I feel like that was definitely the right decision. I mean, you can drop the ball and get to the line, but if you have a good forehand drive, I think you got to attack that one. Does it again. Yeah, I like the aggressive play.
Going really well for him as of now.
9-7-1.
Things seem to go well when Hunter drives the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Great counter by Daniel there.
Yeah. Beautiful shot. Really hard to block that one soft and not go long and play it with control. Really good ball. Yeah, some nice dinking there. None of those dinks are attackable, really. All you can do is really dink it back. Usually you just go cross court. Hard to get out of those backhand dinking rallies.
They're taking it real wide right now.
10-7-2.
10-7's game point.
Side out. You have 10.
Rattle. This one? Yeah.
7-10-1.
And a net cord like that, really tough to kind of judge where the ball is going, especially when it hits the net last second like that.
Yeah, it seems like
8-10.
this game's just come down to fast hands, and it's so hard to react in time to that let cord.
Point.
The ball was about 6 inches out, so it's 9-10.
Time out receivers. 9-10-1. 1 minute. 9-10-1.
9-10-1.
Second serve.
I don't know that that was the right ball to attack from Johnson. Kind of in transition zone from his backhand side, popping it up like that. And it's 10-10.
10-10-2. Side out. 10-10-1.
Yeah, a really traditional pickleball point there. You know, dropping the serve, moving the dinks around. Somebody pops up a dink, points over.
11, 10, 1.
Wow.
Wow.
All
Great
right,
reset
so we
from
will
Hunter
see
there
a
to
third
finish the
game.
match. A little bit hasty from Daniel.
Yeah, that's a tough shot.
1-0-2.
You see a lot of pros hit that shot, but maybe it's something he's working to perfect. And this is very similar to play to what we saw in that first game. A lot of soft backhand dinking rallies.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'll do. Sorry.
0-1-1.
Wow.
Second serve.
Luke going for an Ernie there, and Ian popped a forehand right at him.
0-1-2.
0-1-2.
Great speed up by Luke. Forced the pop up by Ian.
Yeah, a really nice backhand roll volley there. That dink was just high enough. They could poke it through. Yeah, I think Ian, when he gets those dinks to his backhand or drop shots, he loves to wind up that two-handed backhand and attack it.
1-1-1.
He's pretty good at it.
Gets a ton of power on there.
And I think you got to let those go. If you have a couple good leaves in a match, it really causes your opponents to think twice about ripping the ball against you. Yeah, just like that. You got to let those go, or else they're just going to keep ripping the ball at you.
You gotta make them question. Can't just let them keep getting to it.
Or return it to their backhand side. Just huge shots from North Carolina.
Definitely need to change the tide. Gotta show that they cannot continue to lead blast the ball at you. Great lead by
Yeah.
Luke.
Yeah, I think the past 3 or 4 points, all of their thirds were going out, and they finally let one go. Got to get a side out here. And a tough hop on that serve. Took a really high bounce. You don't see that a whole lot, and it forced the error. It's 5-1. 6-1, I believe.
There you go.
And North Carolina being really aggressive right now. Feeling confident on the court. Wow. Some
Great
really
18.
high level play. Definitely think that shot was there if Daniel can get it. Just overhit it. Wow. Just ridiculous overhead power. Great shot, Hunter Boyd.
5-1-1.
And now I think the strategy for NC State is to return to Ian Hutter's forehand and let him overhit those drives.
Side 1, 2.
Just like that.
Yep. He's starting to question it.
Just
Overhand
block
it.
the ones that are going in and leave the ones that are going out and get those side outs.
5, 1. Point. 2, 5, 1.
Great put away by Ian.
Yeah, Luke's trying his hardest to take the pace off the ball and get to the kitchen line. Almost had it, just couldn't get there. You know, that type of rally I think is really what suits NC State's game. Would you say that Luke and Daniel are more strategic kind of dinkers?
3, 5, 2.
Oh, for sure.
For sure, yeah. And a well-placed ball from Luke.
Yep, they just love getting to the kitchen line off a good drop and counter once the speed's up.
Some really nice hands. Not easy to handle a drive from Ian Hutter like that.
5, 4, 1.
5-4-1.
Timeout, change ends. 6, 5, 1. 1 minute.
Hunter's got a really good backhand around the post shot. You do not want to go wide on Hunter Boyd. Yeah, we'd love to get you guys out to some more PPA Tour events. This is the first ever collegiate showcase on the PPA Tour. And we said how the soft dinking rallies may suit NC State, but Hunter Boyd is playing consistently as well, and I think that's the difference. And when they get a high one like that, they're making them pay. Some nice playing from North Carolina.
8, 4, 1.
8-4-1.
Second serve.
And a back foot drop missed short. We see that a lot. You're off balance, maybe leaning back, and you try and drop or drive the ball and you miss it short.
Point. 9, 4, 2.
9-4-2. And I think that point was really set up by a very nice forehand drive from Hunter Boyd.
They're finding a lot of success
10, 4, 2.
chasing the
10-4.
ball with a third shot drive.
Point game now.
And I don't think he wanted to go there with the ball.